the biggest trap in history of Bitcoin could be placed for Bitcoin, and I want you guys to know. I want you guys to know first, and I want you guys to take advantage of every opportunity which will be available for us in the market. Why? Because you can see this week is definitely going to be an interesting week, because it's going to be the week for spot Bitcoin ETF approval. I mean, the final application evaluation date January 10th for 21 shares and ARK, and on 11th of January we also have the CPI number for the month of December. I mean, the consumer price index for December is also going to happen right after that. That means this week is definitely expected to be a very, very volatile week, and I want you guys to be prepared. I want you guys to be ready for any opportunity. And as you can see, I have prepared interesting charts. I have prepared interesting scenarios which I'm going to share with you. But before I do that, please destroy that like button. And if you are watching this video for the first time, then please guys hit the subscribe button and the bell. Thank you very much. Now, if you look at this key event, Bitcoin ETF countdown has already begun. Fed's inflation data release on Thursday will be another catalyst. But what I want you to understand, on Thursday, the Federal Reserve will announce the inflation number for December. The headline inflation number was 3.1% for November, and forecasts currently sit at 3.3, which shows an increase. If the actual inflation number is equal or lower than the previous one, it could indicate that the Fed's decision to keep rates higher for longer. On the other hand, if the inflation rate meets expectations, it comes in hotter than expected, it would further add to the Fed's hawkish stance, guys. And this case, right, in such case, the risks on market are likely to take a minor hit. So that means this CPI number is expected to be higher than the previous one, which would further add to the Fed's hawkish stance. So that's why this CPI, the consumer price index for the December month, is important. Along with that, the potential ETF approval by Wednesday or Thursday. Yes guys, 21 shares and ARK. You can see many other firms are already lined up: BlackRock, Bitwise, Wisdom3, Invesco and Galaxy, Fidelity. That means the market is expected to be very, very volatile. And what if we are going to get the green light? I mean, you can see gold price on an 8-year bull run after the gold ETF was approved. What are we expecting for Bitcoin if that happens? I mean, if Bitcoin gets the green light, is it going to be 8 years, 10 years of bull run? Or how should we prepare ourselves? If we look at this chart carefully, after the first gold ETF listed on New York Stock Exchange, you can see what happened with price. It dumped. It got manipulated before starting with this new impulsive move. And this is something what we are also expecting in our case. Yes guys, gold price was around $700 when SPDR Gold Shares launched the first gold ETF in November 2004. By August 2011, it had skyrocketed 250% to reach a new all-time high of 2,450. The total market capitalization on the US stock market is worth $40.5 trillion. This US stock market is currently over 3,500% larger than the current global crypto market capitalization. So this means if we see the green light, I mean spot Bitcoin ETF approval green light, what is expected to happen? There could be sell the news event. Yes guys, there could be the sell the news event. Price of Bitcoin getting manipulated before starting with this actual bull market rally, which means if the price of Bitcoin starts showing weakness, if the price of Bitcoin starts showing another bigger sell off, I want you guys to be prepared, because you can see every drop, every corrective move could be a buying opportunity if we look at the bigger picture, because it's not just only the spot Bitcoin ETF. Also, the upcoming Bitcoin halving will create supply and demand shock. Yes guys, I personally believe once we go through the halving, right, once we go through the halving, then we will see Bitcoin actually going parabolic. Until then, we might see another shock like this. I mean, price of Bitcoin getting manipulated after we see the green light, the first spot Bitcoin ETF approval, liquidating the over leverage longs, people selling the news, and then starting with an actual impulsive move, because we have seen past price action as well. before we have entered through the halving, first Bitcoin halving, we were following this rising trend line, which I call it an expansion phase. Entered through the halving, only after that we had this actual parabolic move. Same thing happened here in second Bitcoin halving 2016 as well. We were following this rising trend line. Once we went through the halving, we saw an actual parabolic move. Third Bitcoin halving, we were following this rising trend line, the expansion phase. Once we entered through the halving, actual parabolic move followed after that. So this is expected in our case as well. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, even if we are going to see pre-halving shakeout, I have been very clear, this rising trend line will be acting as support, and once we enter through the halving, that's when we see the actual parabolic move in price action of Bitcoin. So even if the price here in the coming days, even if the spot Bitcoin ETF is going to be sell the news event, I want you guys to look at the bigger picture. Supply demand shock will definitely push the price higher, and in history we have found out Bitcoin has never had two consecutive red years in a row. You can see one bearish year, two bullish year, one bearish year, three bullish year, again one bearish year, three bullish year. If you look at this 2022, this was a bearish year. Now one bullish year, and next year is also expected to be bullish, which is this year 2024. So what I'm going to do here, the upcoming year, right, if it's going to follow the same exact pattern, the upcoming year 2025 is also expected to bullish. And even if that fails, we are only going to witness two bullish years, not three bullish consecutive years. No problem, because I personally think this 2024, the price of Bitcoin is going to break the previous high, and we could be heading towards this 100,000 price target for this year. Yes, guys, that's my personal target for Bitcoin in this 2024, 100,000 until the end of this year. So let's make that happen, and please do not panic even if we are going to see some shakeout during that run. Yes, during bull market there has been plenty of shakeout, ups and down, 10, 20, 30% shakeout. So please be prepared for those kind of activities as well. And now what I'm going to share with you is this leading indicator. I mean, this is Google search volume for Bitcoin, and this has actually acted as a leading indicator if we compare this with Bitcoin price action. If you look at this volume or histogram spike in December 2017, the Google search volume spiked around that year. What happened after that? A huge decline in this histogram. If you compare that with price action of Bitcoin here in 2017, around December month, you can see that was the peak for Bitcoin. Yes, and right after that we had this corrective move. If you look at this Google search volume, it also declined. In 2020, 2021 we had another spike in volume. You can see, right, 2021, 2022 we had another spike in volume. And when we came across 2021, right, November, September month, what happened with price action? You can see it also indicated us almost the top, and right after that volume or this histogram, the Google search volume started declining. And now if we look at this volume shots for Bitcoin, the volume is slowly increasing, which is also indicating us that we have already seen the bottom. Now we could see new search, Google search volume for Bitcoin, which will also indicate a new impulsive movement for Bitcoin for the coming months, coming year. Yes, guys, this Google search volume has also acted as a leading indicator, and looking at this right now, you can see we have already bottomed, the volume had already bottomed. So now there might be new spike on Google search regarding Bitcoin, which is a very, very good sign. And now if we are going to see a move like this, then I want you guys to look at this yearly CPR indicator. The price action is in a weekly time frame, but this indicator's time frame is a yearly time frame. That means since this is a VCPR tracks the price. If we are going to see sell the news event, this indicators the top, central and the bottom line between 30,000, 38,000 will be looked as one of the most important support for this year of 2024. Yes, guys, this bottom center line around 30,000 to 38,000 top CPR line will be looked as one of the most important line of support for Bitcoin. So even if the worst case scenarios plays out, I will be buying more Bitcoin around this price range, because I personally think this will be just a temporary pullback, right? And price after that is expected to start with this actual impulsive move. Not just only that, even according to the Stan Weinstein idle buy for investor scenario, you can see volume confirmation is still required, but we do see some spike in volume coming slowly, right? So this is definitely a good sign. So if we do see another shakeout, price getting manipulated, right, please do not panic, because this 30-week moving average will be acting as support above 30,000. The top central and the bottom CPI line will be acting as a support above 30,000, and parallelly we will be ending this Wyckoff cycle. We will be starting a new cycle after that. I mean, this year was the accumulation phase when the price of Bitcoin was hovering around 27,000, 24,000. We started with this Markov phase. Now, if 45, 48,000 was the top for Bitcoin, and price after that is expected to show another corrective move, then please do not panic, because this will be a markdown phase which could bring us around 32,000 range, but that will be the best buying zone in my opinion. Any sort of a retracement around that area, you can see it will be the retest from this 30-week moving average, and also it will be a retracement towards the CPI line before continue our rally like this. Yes guys, even if that happens, you can see this Wyckoff logic, the new accumulation phase will start here, right? Price will start consolidating around that area and then start with a new Markov phase, because with new accumulation phase we have new Markov phase, just like I shown here in an example, and a new distribution phase. So any sort of a retracement, any sort of a pullback is a great buying opportunity in my opinion. And now if we look at the current picture, I mean, what is the price of Bitcoin flashing us right now? According to this liquidation heat map, we have liquidity cluster around 44,500 to 46,000 range. The possibility of price testing this line are still there, but it doesn't mean we have to see another bullish spike around 46, 47,000. There could be some range bound, because if we look at this in a 24-hour frame, there is a very high probability of price of Bitcoin showing a move, a small move around 44,800 to 44,900 range. That is expected right now. But if we look at this weekly or in a bigger frame, you can see we have liquidity cluster around 44,500 to 46,000 range. So these clusters, this liquidity might be attracting us. So in the medium short term, there could be some more impulsive move for Bitcoin. Now, even if we look at this example which I shared with you yesterday, volume profile indicator, I was so confident that this POC, point of control line, will be acting as a support, and price of Bitcoin after that could show a move like this. And right now, if we look at this carefully, you can see guys, after breaking the support from the symmetrical triangle, we did got attracted around this POC line. This POC line acted as support. We found support around that area and price started bouncing off it. So it doesn't mean that we are going to see a move like this. Even if the price can simply consolidate above this POC line, I am more than happy, because that will also indicate the price of Bitcoin for the coming days could favor the longs. And now, even according to our indicator and this Williams alligator indicator, in case of some shakeout on our way, please do not panic, because these indicators during an uptrend has always been a support line. So this will be acting as additional support above 40,000 here in the medium short term. Even the support from this CPI indicator, this is a monthly CPR. The one I showed you here, this was the yearly CPR, and now this is the monthly CPR. So in a monthly CPR, you can see monthly R1 line is acting as resistance, but the CPI line here to the downside is acting as support. So in case of weakness, this line above 40,000 will be acting as additional support, along with this CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, Williams alligator indicator. But for now, our focus is this monthly R1 in the medium short term. Yes guys, 45,461 might get retested, and if we can flip that into support, then this will be our price objective. Monthly R2 line 48,600, and the best case target for this month of January is 52,500 range. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope the price of Bitcoin manages to remain above 40,000 in the medium short term. And if that happens, then you can see even this symmetrical triangle breakout continuation will play out, and this here will be looked as a fake out. Yes guys, this was just a fake out, and price is expected to continue this rally one more time, give a final attempt to continue this new uptrend, because we know once we flip this resistance around 45,500 range, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue our new uptrend. So looking into different scenarios, looking into different time frame, the price of Bitcoin definitely looks super interesting, but I want you guys to be careful and also prepare yourself accordingly in case of any bigger shakeout. Just like with the gold ETF approval, you can see gold price went on an 8 years bull run after the gold ETF was approved. So I don't want you to be left out. So even if that happens, I just showed you we have plenty of supports lying for Bitcoin, so this will be looked as a buying opportunity. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to hit that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button and the bell. Thank you very much.